Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you were here, you guys. Today's cards, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords cards. Two Swords card. Now, let me explain it. Queen of Pentacles first. Queen of Pentacles, she's a very nurturing queen. She's a nurturing queen. She's a queen who's all about her health, her finances, anything to do with the physical world, okay, her home. And she takes care of all of that. She nurtures things to growth. She nurtures things that expand, right? She's the mother that you give a little bit of nurture, you receive a lot, right? It's like you work a little hard at work, you're gonna get a lot. You know, you clean up your house a little bit, your house is gonna thank you for that. And so it's gonna expand. And so now the Two of Swords is about needing to make a decision to resolve an issue. And it's funny because this tarot deck called the Heaven and Earth Tarot, so this is Queen of Pentacles like down there, but this one says peace. Very interesting. Peace is the key word for the Two of Swords. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, peace, Two of Swords, peace, really, peace. But what I'm kind of seeing this as is like sometimes we make decisions to keep the peace, or sometimes we don't make decisions to keep the peace. And it's like, what peace are you trying to keep? You know, are you trying to live a peaceful life for you or for everybody else? Are you trying to live a peaceful life for you or for everybody in your household? Are you trying to live a peaceful life like for who? For who and for what? You know? Like, are you trying to live a peaceful life for other people by not rocking the boat, by not standing up for yourself, by when there's conflict and stuff like that? Are you trying to live a peaceful life by not, getting rid of things in your house that maybe need to be getting rid of or stuff like that? Or you're trying to live a peaceful life by not quitting your job that you should have quit a long time ago. It's like, who is this peace coming for? Where is your peace? Because sometimes we spend a long time trying to make the whole world happy. And the Michael Jackson song, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. But he was cooking with that. It's true. It's like, if you want your work to be like, because when everybody is living in harmony with themselves, there is harmony within the world. There is this concept of abundance. There is more than enough to go around for every single one of us, for everything. Literally, you guys. Believe it. It's the truth. And so when you're living in harmony with yourself, and so-and-so is living in harmony with themselves. Say there's 3 people in the world, and you guys are all living for each other, trying to make each other happy. But in reality, nobody's happy, right? Nobody's actually happy because you're trying to make everyone else happy. It's not working. So-and-so hates getting the coconuts, and you hate making the shelter, and the other person hates, doing whatever they do, right? But they do it because it's like, okay, we're a group, we have to do this. But like, not once did so-and-so say, I want to get the coconuts, I want to make the shelter, you want to do something else, right? And so then all of a sudden the dynamic changes, and if everyone starts living in harmony, then the whole world is in harmony, right? If you're living in harmony with yourself, and then they don't need to try to make you happy anymore, and then the other person doesn't try to make you happy anymore, they're just trying to make themselves happy, it works out in a way that everybody's happy, right? But I'm not saying like, oh, be an asshole and be selfish. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like sometimes we make decisions because we think that that's what's best for everybody, and we think that's what's best for where we're at, and we think, I'm just going to do that. And I'm not talking about people we love, all right? Because let me just explain that really quickly. Love is when you take somebody as a part of yourself, okay? So you love your sibling. You love your sibling enough, one of you likes ice cream, the other one likes fries. And so the amount that you like fries is a lot more than the amount that your sibling likes ice cream. And because your sibling loves you, your sibling's like, you know what, we can get fries because I know that you're going to be 10 times happier than I would be if I had ice cream. Like, I don't really care that much. So I love you. But if you were a selfish asshole, you'd be like, no, fuck you. I'm getting the ice cream. We're getting the ice cream, right? And so do you understand what love is? I'm not talking about love, you guys. I'm talking about doing things in harmony with yourself. What's going to bring you peace? What's going to bring you harmony, right? I'm talking about real harmony. Because if you're in disharmony at your job right now, you can quit and you can find a new job, or you can, you know, whatever financially it is that you're able to do. I want you to do it. Whatever's going to make you happy. You know, if you have a dream to chase, you know, chase that dream, you know, obviously responsibly financially, you guys, responsibly financially, please be responsible financially. But I am saying that, like, if you start to live in harmony with yourself, you know, say your job, you really think that everybody in your job relies on you, okay? And so you feel like you just cannot quit, right? And so it comes down to a point where it's like, what happens if you quit? You know, they're probably just going to replace you, right? They're probably just going to find somebody else who's going to do the job. And maybe that person that they're going to find who does the job absolutely loves it. They love it. That's their calling. That's their thing, right? And then all of a sudden you get a job that you end up loving. It's like now there's 2 more people in harmony than there was before, right? So I want you to take a step back a little bit and say, is there anything I'm not doing right now? You know, maybe you really need to, I don't know, there's a big thing here where it's just like cleaning clutter, you know, cleaning stuff that, you know, getting rid of and donating clothes that don't fit you anymore, that you don't really like anymore. And somebody's going to find those clothes and be like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I love this so much and it fits me so well and I'm so happy, right? But you really didn't like it. You just were keeping it just because you didn't want to go through it. So it's like, is there any decisions that you're making because you want to stay in peace and stay in harmony that you're not, you know, or you're not actually in harmony, but you're trying to keep the peace within yourself and within, you know, everywhere? And so that's what I want you guys to think about. Where are you trying to keep the peace that will be better off being in harmony? Think about that. All right, so that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. Please like this video. If you like this video, comment down below if there's anything in particular that you guys want me to do a video on. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously, I love you so very much. I'm going to give you a big kiss. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I make daily videos, which means I'm going to see you guys here tomorrow.